London's only stand-up comedian, opera singer. Yeah, there's a combo nobody asked for. But I'm just like any other stand-up comedian, just louder. And as an opera singer, I've had a good career. I have sung at the Metropolitan Opera. I have a Grammy. And now I am in Tacoma. It's funny, whenever you tell somebody you're an opera singer, it's kind of like saying you have a third nipple. No, really, they think it's weird. They're not sure they believe you. And they will keep bugging you until you show them. Makes parties awkward. As soon as people find out I sing, the rest of the night, all you hear is, do a song, do a song. That does not happen to other professions. I've never been at a party hearing somebody say, do my taxes. Though sometimes I do like to shake it up a little bit. I was at a party, and earlier in the evening, there was this, a dermatologist, and he's bugging me to sing. So a little later, I came up to him and said, excuse me, sir, but does this rash look infected? He got all indignant, and he angrily looked at me and said, I am trying to use the urinal. All right, princess. Oh, I do want to say, Drunken Tenor, not officially recognized nor sanctioned vocal classification within the opera world. It's more of a cry for help. Now, you may not know in opera that tenors come in different classifications. We're kind of like swimmers. Sweet and squishy. Oh, and both can give you a headache. But no, we come in different flavors. So in opera, you can be a tenore leggero, or a tenore lirico, or tenore drammatico. I have a very specialized vocal classification. Tenore di check endorsement. Whenever anyone asks me to sing, I ask them, does it pay? And if it does, there's a really good chance I will do it. Now, I told that to a friend of mine, and he called me a gig slut. I was like, dude, I am a gig whore. I get paid. Now, I know not everybody likes, but I know not everybody likes the term whore, and I get that. And I mean no disrespect to sex workers. I actually think they have a better business model. Try telling a sex worker the check is in the mail and see how far you get. I have been a professional performer for about 30 years. Well, except for that brief hiatus during COVID. That sucked. But even then, I did some online gigs. But let's be honest, the difference between live and virtual is like having sex or watching porn. I mean, they will both get the job done. But one is awkward and lonely, and the other is porn. My wife hates that show. I would actually like to show a little bit of my operatic voice. Now, don't worry, if you don't speak Italian, I found an English translation online. Well, it was on Reddit. By Mozart Lover 69. But I hope you enjoy this.
His chin.
glad to bring a little culture. One of the things I want to say before I go on. Back during COVID, I worked on a second language, wrote a musical, and lost 20 pounds. That's what I want to say. The reality is I slept till noon, ate my body weight in Doritos, and drank pretty much a bathtub full of gin. But I've been noticing, I've been struggling to get back to the pre-pandemic levels of drinking. You know, like they say, it's hard to put the genie back in the bottle. Mostly because I've been using that bottle to infuse vodka. With bacon. But I'm trying to cut down. I'm not quit. Not like last year when I did dry January. That was the worst week of my life. But I'm trying to cut down. And I told that to some of my friends, and they were so supportive and enthusiastic. I mean, like, really, really enthusiastic. You know, the kind of enthusiasm that comes from knowing you can cancel the intervention. I'm also trying to take off some of the pandemic weight and the post-pandemic weight. And those Christmas cookies. Anyway, but as they say, you know, when you're just trying to start a new routine, you should consult your doctor. And I've struggled with weight my whole life, so I went to my doctor and she ran some tests. And it comes back and it seems that I suffer from a severe deficiency in self-control. It runs in the family. Well, I mean, it's not running. But no matter how hard I try, I know exactly when things go absolutely wrong. And I think you might identify. I used to think I knew how to lose weight by restricting my caloric intake. But now I know what impedes my success. When at McDonald's I go to excess. When I drive through it and try not to do it, but then I lose it. And I say screw it. I believe I want fries. I believe I said supersize. You can call them every night and day. And a Big Mac and fish fillet. I believe I want more. See my Diet Coke before. I believe I want fries. Maybe an apple pie. I believe I must buy. Hey, where is my toy surprise? Has the big river ride? Woo! I gotta pee like R. Kelly. I gotta pee. Oh, too late. I am running back to Drunken Tenor. You can find me on all the socials. But before I leave, I want to say one thing very important. Support the arts. And by that I mean if you see me in a bar, buy me a fucking scotch. Thank you very much.